David, thanks for joining us. You've had a good win in the FA Youth Cup yesterday over Peterborough. Dramatic. What are your observations and thoughts afterwards?
Yeah, it was a good experience for the players to play at the ground and under the lights on a Thursday night. So it was a good game for them for their development. I thought we started the game well, took an early lead, and then kind of stopped doing what we did well in the game and allowed people to come into the game, which I thought they did well. And the game sort of changed a little bit when we missed the penalty and obviously conceded quite late on, but I thought they dug in and saw the game out to win on penalties.
Yeah, obviously this is a taste of competitive action for the players, but it is part of their learning curve, and it couldn't have been a much more eventful game with a missed penalty, a red card and an extra time and penalties as well. This will stand them in good stead, won't it?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Youth Cup is a bit more emphasis on winning the game. It's not something we particularly emphasise week to week, so it was a good experience for them. I thought they handled the occasion with all the ups and downs fairly well.
What did you see in the individual players? Did you see that sort of camaraderie come out? Did you see the will to win that you're looking for?
Yeah, definitely. We spoke to them before the game about staying together, and there'll be tough moments in the game, which there were, especially conceding late on. But the camaraderie you saw in the penalties when they all obviously ran together and celebrated, which was great. So I think it's a good experience for some of the young ones, especially a couple of the second years had that experience last year. So it's just going to keep them in good stead for their journeys as footballers, hopefully.
Yeah, the memorable moments for those players, aren't they? I mean, thinking back to your Youth Cup times, I mean, I suppose they still stand out because it is the first experience, and it'll be something for them to take with them.
Yeah, definitely. I actually mentioned that to him before the game. It was like probably 20 years since I played Youth Cups, and it's still, in the front of my memories when the games come around. So I said to him to try and make some positive memories rather than being a negative one, which unfortunately I've got a few of them. So it was a good start.
What did you say to the players at the end of full time? They've been in charge, they've been in the lead, they missed a penalty, been pegged back. What was your message to them then to see them through the next half an hour?
Just to keep going, really. Obviously we had the man advantage with a little bit of tactical information to how we could build and be patient and try and create opportunities, which I thought we did up to a certain stage. Just lacked that little bit of quality in the final third, bit of decision making, but I thought they stuck in. They were all quite dead on their feet, to be honest. It was a bit of the game intensity dropped off, but I thought they handled the counter attacks and things like that fairly well.
And penalties, had you practiced them? Did you know the order? Or did you look for volunteers, or did you tell players who you thought should be taking them?
We practiced a little bit in the build-up to the game. Went through the scenarios. I know it's not quite the same as the game itself, but we had the lineup in our minds, and then just asked volunteers. One or two of them stepped up. Obviously, Callum was brave to take the first one, having missed one during the 90 minutes, but the penalties were really good. One or two weren't so keen to take them, which I understand. I was pretty similar myself, to be honest. So it was they showed good character.
Obviously, your career was a stellar one. You played at the highest level, and a Youth Cup game as a manager, I suppose, is not comparable to that. But in your new role, it must have been a pretty good feeling for you as well to be in charge of a victory in the competition. Yeah,
definitely. Obviously, it's good for the players' development, but it's also good for myself and Sam. It's a new experience for us. Obviously, I was helping with Ryan last year, so I had a bit of a taste of it. But leading it and having that extra pressure was good for me, and it's a learning curve for us all.
And we'll have the draw later on today. You'll learn who that you're going to be playing next. What sort of preparation can you go into, or is it worth going into to prepare? Because I know you look at it almost like a first team fixture, but there are limitations on data and video analysis. It isn't there for you. But what do you do, and how important is it?
We've tried to get some analysis of opposition, but sometimes it can be a bit false because of who's playing, and obviously 21's games and players playing up and down, so it can be a bit false. But we try to mirror the first team as much as we can, just so the players can get used to that environment and a bit more expectation on actually winning the game and putting that little bit added pressure on them, really.
And with obviously a victory under the belt, so it'll be a few weeks before the next game. It should be a good feeling around the training ground and gives the players a good sense of purpose going forward.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a big squad, and there's a lot of players who weren't involved, so it's an opportunity for them to stake a claim and try and get in the squad for the next one, because I think they all saw how much we enjoyed it as a team and as a club, so it's good target for everyone involved in the team. Yeah.